On Global TV News Express, President Tinubu affirms commitment to fairness among Nigeria's diverse religious groups. In business, Nigeria, third in Africa to receive U.S. aid support with $876 million. On the foreign scene, United States President, United States to pay migrant teens $2,500 to return home voluntarily. And in sport, FIFA appoints Chadian referee for Lesotho-Nigerian clash. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Mukhtar Qasim. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. And now, the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to fairness among the country's diverse religious communities, pledging to unite the country under a shared vision of peace and prosperity. Speaking at the headquarters of the Church of Christ in Nations, Jos Plateau State, the president told Christian leaders from northern Nigeria that his government is dedicated to ensuring justice and inclusivity for all citizens, regardless of faith. He urged clerics to have faith in his leadership, noting that religious harmony remains essential to national stability. The House of Representatives Committee on Foreign Affairs has resolved to commence a probe into the alleged mismanagement of $172,000 allocated to Nigerian missions in Vietnam, China, and North Korea between 2021 and 2024. House Committee Chairman on Foreign Affairs Oluwole Oke said the relevant stakeholders, including regional accountant to the mission in China and North Korea between 2022 and 2024, Shakira Haya, has been invited to a meeting with the panel. The firm were part of budgetary allocations to Nigeria's mission in the three countries for overhead, capital, and personal expenditure. Meanwhile, the Federal Ministry of Environment has warned that several locations across 16 states may experience heavy rainfall likely to result in flooding between October 4 and October 8, 2025. The flood alert was issued by the National Food Early Warning Center, signed by the Director General of Erosion, Food and Coastal Zone Management Department at the Federal Ministry of Environment, Usman Bokani. The center predicted that the flooding might affect 39 locations across 16 states. Now, as part of ongoing flag-off projects by the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, the Minister of FCT, Yesim Wike, has inspected various ongoing construction sites across the FCT. Kabiru Hassan. That report to you in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on, food is more than survival in Nigeria. It is culture, identity, and pride. From the smoky aroma of suya to the rich taste of afang, egusi, and the world-famous jollof rice, Nigerians continue to express their love for traditional dishes. Our correspondent, Ubong Usoro, reports.
Across Nigeria, food is more than what goes on the plate. It is a story of tradition and togetherness. At family gatherings, weddings, festivals, and even on the streets, Nigerian food remain at the center of celebration. From Lagos to Kano, Calabar to Abuja, meals like amala, ewedu, tuwo, shinkafa, edikanikong, and ofen sala reflects the diversity of the country's more than 250 ethnic groups.
It's actually nice. Like, we have the best dish. Like, Nigeria actually have the best dish, yes.
Nigerian food can be medicinal. Like, there are some Nigerian dishes that when you eat, you are sick, you will definitely receive your healings immediately. We have lots of vegetables and all, especially from Plateau State.
From jollof rice to tuwo shinkafa, everyone has a dish they are attracted to.
I love swallow. I'm an Igbo girl, so swallow, oha soup, or bitter leaf, anytime, any day.
Our Nigerian food is the best too. I've been to like Benin Republic, and but anytime I come to Nigeria and eat our food, it's like, no, Nigerian food is the best.
Experts note that beyond taste, food also serves as a bridge of unity, cutting across culture, religion, and region, reminding Nigerians that despite their differences, food is a common bond. Ubong Usoro, reporting for Global Television.
Now take you to Benue State, where the government says it is taking bold steps to reclaim its pride as Nigeria's food basket. The government has flagged off a mechanized farming pilot scheme at the Bureau for Agricultural Development and Mechanization headquarters in Makurdi. Felicity Inderi reports.
Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia reaffirmed his administration's commitment to food security.
To present this first key to the President of the Benue State Farmers Cooperative Federation.
The governor, who was represented by his deputy Sam Odi, says the project will drive prosperity and make mechanization more accessible to local farmers.
We recognize that food security is a national security factor, and under this government, Benue will play its full role in safeguarding both of these factors.
Private partners, including Mars International and Sabas Park International Limited, are also on board with plans to establish a tractor assembly and innovation hub in the state.
Benue to establish an assembly line for agricultural machineries, which we can train operators and mechanics. Also, to provide the plausible payment of equipment to the farmers.
Our focus is to revolutionize the farming process of the state into an agri-business. Hence the name Benue Agri-Business Mechanization Center, for which all our farmers sitting down here are benefiting today.
Farmers, while appreciating the governor's intervention, noted the risk of farming without proper tools and appealed for more assistance to sustain the shift to mechanized agriculture.
And His Excellency visit farmers today is to show love and stampede all forms of stagnant development. On behalf of the Benue Cooperative Farmers Federation, to appeal to you that we Benue farmers in Benue State have really desirous to go into mechanized farming. The challenges we have is lack of funds. You're coming here today, we believe that you will use your good office and subsidize these tractors and other farm inputs for Benue farmers.
The pilot scheme is designed to strengthen cooperatives, create jobs, and boost food production, with plans already on the way to expand mechanization to more clusters in the near future. In Makurdi, Felicity Indere, reporting for Global Television News.
Food and agriculture to education, where Nigeria's higher education system continues to grapple with sharp divides between public and private universities. While public institutions remain the main access points for students, private universities are rising fast, offering new opportunities but also raising questions about affordability and equity. Education correspondent Priscilla Obasi reports.
Nigeria has over 270 universities, with public institutions dominating student enrollment and private universities rising rapidly. But the two face very different realities. In public universities, students face frequent academic disruptions from strikes, dilapidated facilities, and overstretched lecturers. Private universities, on the other hand, boast of stable calendars, smaller classes, and modern facilities, but their high tuition fees keep them out of reach for many families.
But for me, I prefer private university because all those wahala for public university, I try to avoid it. Even my son, I can't allow him to go to government university, Gaskia.
With over 2 million candidates seeking admission yearly, stakeholders believe that bridging the divide will require government investment in public schools as well as a stronger collaboration with private institutions to expand access, research, and innovation.
If I have the opportunity, I'll go to private now. I don't want to go for government because now government primary school I attend and secondary school. Waiting the teachers here, no go say they teach for private school.
They both have their advantages, but for me personally, I prefer private universities.
Why?
Because as there will still be some eyes on you, because public or government universities, there's, how will I put it, maybe too much freedom, or our private universities, their teachers and lecturers will still have some eyes on you.
At the heart of the debate is one question: How can Nigeria ensure equity, quality, and opportunity in higher education for all? Priscilla Obasi, Global Television News, Abuja.
Laughter and colorful celebration as family, friends and well-wishers gathered to mark the 6th birthday of adorable twin sisters Bubu and Amanda, two shining stars whose charm and cheerfulness lit up the entire occasion. Samuel Odi reports.
The event, held in grand style, was filled with fun activities, games, music and dance, creating a cheerful atmosphere befitting the young celebrants. The mother of the celebrants recalled the journey for the past 6 years that is filled with joy and promotion ever since she gave birth to her twin girls.
I have never had any difficulties. I've never lacked nothing. Since I bore all the children, it has been from one success to another, from one elevation to another, from 2 rooms to duplex. It has been marvelous, from one contract to another. Oh my word, the children are just a blessing to me.
From dazzling decoration to lively performances, every moment reflects love and unity within the family.
A great joy that we are celebrating them today, and we thank God for many more years ahead.
I wish them good long life, good health, God's wisdom, and every good thing of life. I pray that God will guide them through.
Apostle James prayed for the continued guidance and success for Bubu and Amanda, wishing them a brighter future filled with endless joy and prosperity.
By the special grace of God, I wish them more glorious years, more beautiful years, more successful years, more their endeavor. And as God carries them from glory to glory, from strength to strength, they will prosper in everything that they do.
I wish them every good thing I can wish my children. Good health. She will soar higher than her parents. In fact, long life, no sickness.
Guests were treated to an array of delicious meals as children and adults alike joined in celebrating the milestone of Bubu and Amanda, a day that is symbolized with growth, joy and blessing. As the twins cut their colorful birthday cake, it was evidence that their 6th birthday will remain a cheered memory in the hearts of all who attended. Samuel Odi for Global Television News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Express. When News Express returns, Malawi's President Mutakira brings hope as he vows to rebuild ailing economy. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories. On the other side of this break, please stay with us. Welcome back from that break. And if you're just tuning in, this is the live broadcast of News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital. And now to business news. Nigeria has emerged as the 3rd largest African recipient of development assistance from the United States Agency for International Development, receiving a total of $876 million in 2024. This was disclosed in the Africa Sustainable Development Report 2025, jointly produced by the African Union Commission, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, the African Development Bank, and the United Nations Development Programme. Still talking business, Imo State Commissioner for Mines and Industry, Ernest Ibajako, has declared that the era of unchecked sand mining and dredging is over in Owerri. His firm stance, delivered at the State Secretariat, has triggered the intervention of the Federal Ministry of Mines and Steel Development. Our correspondent in Imo State, Amarachi Ibe, has details.
The Imo State Commissioner for Mines and Industry says Governor Hope Uzodima's administration will not watch Owerri sink under the weight of illegal mining activities. Backed by the Commissioner for Environment, the message was clear: enough is enough.
The government and good people of Imo State can no longer fold their arms and allow the indiscriminate devastation of our capital territory. No responsible state government will sit back and watch her environment degraded to the point of collapse.
And we call on
the Minister of Mines to come into our rescue, because if they continue with this, Imo State will be eroded very soon.
Joining the call, the Federal Controller of Environment Southeast, Obon, warned that violators of environmental laws would face stiff legal action.
Before you get to mining any site, you must carry out environmental impact assessment. How is the environment, and when we are going to mine, how will it be before you leave it? So I want to get the names of those miners, the companies, because I will drag them to court.
I'll give you.
The chairman of the Miners Association, Prince Ugochukwu Onyenwenwa, aligned with the state government's decision, pledging that genuine miners will abide by the directives.
What I'm trying to say here is this: anything good, anything that will help the environment, that will help the miners, please don't see the miners as irresponsible. We are responsible. However, there are some unscrupulous miners that are moving along to cause chaos in Imo State.
The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Lake, who was represented by a director in the ministry, Ganiu Iman, announced the suspension of mining at all affected sites, stressing that such activities cannot continue in the heart of a state capital.
When you look all this, we are going to pronounce a suspension of work in areas. And most of the area, particularly the area that fall within the municipal, because a mining is not taking place in the city, it takes place in the bush.
With government at both state and federal level speaking in one voice, Owerri may finally see an end to years of devastation caused by illegal mining. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Making rounds on the international scene, the new Malawi president, Peter Mutharika, has offered new hope for Malawians and the country's ailing economy. In his inaugural speech, he vowed to root out government corruption, rebuild the economy, and restore integrity and efficiency in public service. Mutharika takes over as Malawi faces acute food shortage, cost of living pressure, and the lack of foreign exchange. Moving away from Africa, the Department of Homeland Security is preparing to offer unaccompanied migrant teenagers in the United States a $2,500 payment if they voluntarily return to their home countries. In the administration's memo, the initiative would begin with 17-year-old migrants and require approval from an immigration judge, as the payments will be issued after arrival in their home country to help with reintegration efforts. The Trump administration has already provided $1,000 exit bonus to undocumented adults who choose self-deportation, citing the approach as more cost-effective than detention and deportation. A potential breakthrough has emerged in nearly 2-year Gaza conflict as the Israeli military, following a directive from United States President Donald Trump, has ordered a halt to its offensive operations in Gaza City. The move signals a preparatory phase for a US-backed peace plan activated after Hamas conditionally accepted its terms, raising caution, hope for a hostage deal and a path to ending the war. The decision underscores the immense international and domestic pressure on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government to secure the release of the remaining 48 hostages and conclude a conflict that has drawn widespread condemnation. And now talking sport, World Football Governing Body FIFA has selected Chadian official Al-Hadi Mahmoud as the referee for Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Lesotho next week. The match, the 9 encounter, is scheduled for the new Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane, South Africa on Friday, October 10, 2025, and will kick off at 6 p.m. South African time, which is 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Alao, who was also in charge of Nigeria's 1-0 win over Rwanda in Rio on September 6 during match day 7, will work with compatriot Bogola Issa as the first assistant referee, Musa Hafiz as second assistant referee, and Abdul Karim Usman as the fourth official. The University of Calabar has been officially announced as the host of the 2026 Nigeria University Games Association Games, bringing the country's most celebrated university sport festival back to Calabar after 35 years. The announcement was made by Michael Ajibua, acting president of the Nigerian University Games Association, accompanied by Yunusa Baza, Secretary General, and Professor Musa Yakasai, Chairman of the Technical Committee. The pronouncement was formally presented to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Florence Obi, in her office, with the local organizing committee led by Papa Emahe and other key stakeholders in attendance. Still talking sports, the first phase of the 2025 Controller General of Customs Volleyball Premier League has rounded off in Abuja with a thrilling display of talent and grit. President of the Nigerian Volleyball Federation, Engineer Musa Nimrod, says the competition has raised the profile of the sport while attracting global interest. Anita Patrick reports.
As the curtains fell on the first phase of the 2025 CGC Volleyball Premier League, President of the Nigerian Volleyball Federation, Engineer Musa Nimrod, was full of praise for the standard of play and organization. He praised the light that young Nigerian players are now stepping up to international attention.
No more overage players again. These are young players. And I want to tell you that a lot of countries are looking scouts.
In the men's fixtures, USEM defeated Nigerian Police, Chief of Army Staff Spikers, Edge Kano Pillars, while Correctional Service stunned NSCDC in a 5-set thriller. Nigeria Customs swept Sunshine Spikers, Kada Kings outlasted the Air Force, and CNS dominated Offa. In the women's category, Ola Lomi Queens, Chief of Army Staff Spikers, NSCDC, Kada Queens, and Nigerian Customs all recorded important victories. At the end of the first phase, CNS sits on top of the men's table with 29 points, closely followed by Customs and NSCDC, while Nigeria Air Force and Kada Kings are in the relegation zone. In the women's standing, Nigerian Customs dominates with 33 points, NSCDC and CNS trail behind, while Wiki and Delta Force face relegation worries. Board member Chinedu Onikeku admitted there were lapses but expressed optimism ahead of the next phase.
So far so good. I believe we are gradually getting there. We are not there yet. But this first phase has shown what the second phase will be.
Samuel Onekeku, representing the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adeni, promised an improved final stage. He expressed satisfaction with the performance of the female team, which played 11 matches and won all.
Well, the first phase has gone well. We are happy that there are limited incidents. Well, you remember that about 2 months ago, we did some open selection trials to beef up our teams to prepare for the league.
For the coach of the Nigerian Customs female volleyball team, Suleiman Ajegbe, he expressed optimism ahead of the second phase of the 2025 CGC Volleyball Premier League.
We have not achieved what we were actually planning, because our plan is to ensure that Nigerian Customs Service female team are crowned the African Championship.
Meanwhile, attention now shifts to Umaya, Abia State, for the Division 1 and 2 finals, with Nimrod assuring fans of more fireworks and long-term development for Nigerian volleyball. Aniete Patrick, reporting for Global TV.
As Global TV News Express comes to an end, here is a recap of our top stories. On Global TV News Express, we brought to you that President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to fairness among Nigeria's diverse religious communities, pledging to unite the country under a shared vision of peace and prosperity. In business, Nigeria has emerged as the third largest African recipient of the Development Assistance from the United States Agency for International Development, receiving a total of $876 million in 2024. From the foreign scene, we heard that the Department of Homeland Security is preparing to offer unaccompanied migrant teenagers in the United States a $2,500 payment if they voluntarily return to their home countries. And in sport, world governing body FIFA has selected Chadian official Ahadi Mahmoud as the referee for Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Lesotho next week. And that's it on Global TV News Express. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global Television NG. I am Mukhtar Kasim, saying a very big thank you for watching.